My name is Emily, and I was 16 when this story happened. It feels like a lifetime ago, but I can still remember every detail of that week when my mom had to leave for a work trip and I stayed home with my stepfather, Mark. To be clear, there's nothing scandalous or inappropriate about this story. It's about family, trust, and how I learned things about myself and the people around me during a time when everything felt uncertain. Mom had just gotten promoted at her job, and as part of her new role, she was required to attend a week-long training in Denver. It was her first real trip away from home since she had married Mark 2 years earlier. She was nervous, not about the trip itself, but about leaving me behind. I had always been a bit of a worrier, and Mom knew how much I leaned on her when I felt anxious. She kept asking me, "Are you sure you'll be okay?" And I kept nodding, though I wasn't entirely convinced myself. Mark tried to reassure her.
"Don't worry, Sarah.
"I'll take care of everything, Emily, and I will be just fine." His voice was calm and steady, the kind that made people believe him instantly. Mark wasn't my biological dad, but he had been kind and respectful since the day he married Mom. I knew I could trust him, even if I didn't always know how to talk to him. The first night after Mom left, the house felt strangely quiet. Normally, Mom filled every corner with her presence, humming while she cooked, chatting on the phone, or laughing at something on TV. Without her, the silence was almost heavy. Mark cooked spaghetti for dinner, and we sat at the table, trying to keep conversation light. I felt awkward at first, but then he asked me about school and my upcoming history project, and slowly the tension eased. That week became a series of unexpected moments that brought us closer together in ways I didn't imagine possible. On the second day, the washing machine broke down. I panicked, thinking Mom would be furious if her brand new appliance stopped working while she was away. Mark calmly showed me how to shut off the water and then pulled out his toolbox. He didn't scold me or act frustrated. Instead, he explained every step of what he was doing, and for the first time, I realized how much patience he had. I sat beside him, holding tools and handing them over when he asked. When the machine finally whirred back to life, we high-fived like teammates. Another evening, the power went out during a thunderstorm. I was terrified, sitting in the dark with lightning flashing outside the window. Mark found some flashlights and lit candles, then suggested we make it fun. He pulled out an old deck of cards and taught me a game called Rummy. I had never played before, but he was patient and kept cheering me on even when I lost. By the end of the night, the storm didn't feel so scary anymore. It felt like an adventure. The most important moment, though, came on the fourth day. I had a rough day at school. Some kids had teased me during gym, and I came home holding back tears. Normally, I would have gone straight to Mom, but she wasn't there. Mark noticed right away and gently asked me what happened. At first, I shrugged, embarrassed. But he didn't push. He just sat there quietly until I finally opened up. He listened carefully, and when I was done, he told me something I'll never forget. "Emily, you don't have to be perfect for people to like you. The people who matter will see your worth even when you can't see it yourself." Those words sank into me like nothing else had before. For the rest of the week, we developed a rhythm, cooking together, doing chores, watching old movies, and even tackling a puzzle that Mom had bought months ago but never opened. It wasn't that Mark replaced Mom or that I forgot about her absence. It was that I realized he truly cared for me, not just as his wife's daughter, but as a person. When Mom finally returned, she hugged me tight and asked how things went. I smiled and said, "It was good, Mom. Different, but good." She glanced at Mark, who gave a small nod, and I could tell she felt relieved. What I didn't say out loud was how much that week had changed the way I saw him. That week taught me that family isn't just about blood. It's about the people who show up when you need them most, the people who listen, who comfort, who make a thunderstorm feel like a game night. It was the week I stopped seeing Mark as just Mom's husband and started seeing him as part of my family, someone I could count on when life got hard. Years later, when I think back on that time, I'm grateful Mom went on that trip. Because of it, I got to know my stepfather in a way I never would have otherwise. And that's a memory I'll always carry with me.